Hi, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here, and I'm actually here with my brother, and I get to hang out with my brother quite a bit because we actually work together. So it's a pretty awesome thing. So I can do a lot of the morning stuff, he does a lot of the evening stuff, we get to see each other in the middle. He's actually my trainer as well. So this is going to be a 10-minute workout that we're going to do together, so it'll be kind of fun. So it's going to be if you only had one dumbbell. All right, if you only had one dumbbell, there's two dumbbells here, but if you only had one, what would you do? So we got our weights here. Andrew's going to use a 15-pounder. I'm going to try for a 20-pounder just because I'm going to see if I can hurt myself, I suppose. But I'm going to go really hard. For a lot of people, it's going to be a 5, 8-pound dumbbell is going to be a pretty good spot to be at for that. We're elite athletes, so that's why we're going so heavy. So 10 minutes. All right, so now we are making 10 10-minute workouts. So if you haven't seen any of these other workouts, there's 10 of them up on Facebook. If you share this one within 3 days from it posting, you have a chance to win a month of boot camp. If you don't, that's fine. You still have a chance to do a workout perhaps, using these ideas here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 different exercises in here. All right, so we will get to work. All right, so the first one is the overhead squat. All right, so I better get myself set up. So overhead squat, Andrew's going to show a goblet squat. I tricked him. And I'll show the overhead. So goblet squat there, overhead right here. So we're at the work. So what I'm going to do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. As I'm doing this, there's a lot of work trying to keep that arm back. But it's also a lot of work to keep my butt going back. A lot of people will go forward with the knees. Don't do that while you're doing this. Right there. I'll do 5 on their side. Sitting back here, so we got 1 minute each exercise here. Andrew's got his back nice and straight there, so we can keep the chest out, butt out, weights on the heels, and pushing the ground away from you through the heels as you're doing this. Whoa. Why did I pick 20 pounds? Whoa, coming down and up. All right, so we're just about done with this exercise. I think. All right, good. Now we have a side plank back fly. All right, so right here. Oh, going without the mat. Stud muffin. All right. So Andrew's got on the knees, and I'm up on the toes here. So on the knees, a little bit easier on the core. You still get the work of the upper back as you're doing that, though. So you can kind of come around the side, and you'll be able to see, maybe over there. You'll be able to see how that arm is swinging a little bit of an arc as you're doing that. So we're doing 1 minute on one side. And if you need to, you pause. Now when you're really doing resistance training, you're trying to work hard, you might be done before the minute is up. All right? So we'll come back around the front there, and we'll switch sides in about 6 seconds. But we'll start now. All right, so flipping over the other side here. And we get it working. So swinging up there. As I'm doing this, I'm on my elbow. My elbow is underneath my shoulder over here. Hi. My elbow is underneath my shoulder there. My other shoulder is right over top of that one. My hips are off the ground. The higher I keep my hips off the ground, the better there. All right, so the shoulders are back. It's looking pretty good there. You can look at Andrew on the knees there. He's getting pretty tired. I just took a rest break to demonstrate that, so that's good. Try not to swing your body around too much. As you get tired, it gets more tempting. Good. So we got 20 seconds left, but you need to rest. We need to rest. All right, so you can shake it out a little bit. The idea of this workout is hopefully it's tough enough that you might not need the full minute. Let me do one more. 2 more. All right, the next one is the booty bridge. All right, so we're on the heels there. All right, you put the weight right on the hips there, and you're squeezing up. Dig those heels in and press those hips up. Dropping down, pressing up. If that's too much for you, you can of course do it without a dumbbell on your hips there. But you can leave it on there as well. So pressing up, digging those heels in. Now if my feet are out too far on this one, what I'm gonna feel is the hamstrings a lot. If I can bring my feet in a little bit more, I'm gonna feel the glutes more. You'd rather be in there. Don't go too far because there is too far on this. So you're aiming for mostly right underneath the knees as you're doing that. The benefit of this is you're actually stretching your hip flexor and quad as you're working the butt cheeks. Make sure you keep the abs tight as you're doing it, because there's a temptation to want to arch your back while you're doing this one. Squeezing up. Right in there, all right? So then you have tricep kickbacks. So we're gonna be on the hands and knees, over here. Chest out, shoulders away from the ears. Right in here, elbow up high, pressing back. Right in there. So we got 1 minute on one side, 1 minute the other. Again, with these, when we got 1 minute on one side of the body, you're probably not gonna have an easy time with it, especially if you got the right weight. So you may not make it the whole minute. Again, the idea is to get the maximum amount of work in the muscle, not do sloppy repetitions for a minute. All right? So make sure you got good quality. As you're doing the triceps, stick your chest out, keep your shoulders away from your ears. So make sure you're not rounding as you're doing this. Chest out, stick your tailbone out behind you. Elbow stays high throughout that motion, so it's not dropping and swinging that whole arm. When you come back in, stop it right about by your leg and press back out. Right in there. So don't make it a pendulum swing as you're doing that, because you're actually only working a small percentage of the time if you do it that way. Lori's getting a shot of our behind right over here. It's a good thing I work out. All right, chest out, butt out, elbows up high, and we're pressing back right in there. All right, if you have knee issues, you can't kneel. All right, what you can do is you can take this exercise up to kind of a little lunge stance there, elbow up high, and get that same thing going here. All right, so if kneeling is an issue, if you are a crazy weirdo, you could take this into a plank tricep there. All right, I don't recommend it in this workout because we got some other stuff coming up that's pretty tough too. All right, so we got another 12 seconds here. Keep that cranking, keep that chest out. And you'll be tempted to curl every time you do it, but keep that chest pressing out. If you can pause at the top, it's really fun, really fun. All right, then we have the plank row. All right, so what we're gonna do is, in that plank position, you can do it from your knees or from your toes. You're gonna do the row 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you switch hands. All right, now you can also do this from toes. All right, if you go from toes or from knees, make sure that the knees or toes are far apart from each other so you got a better base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if it feels like the hand that you're on is getting more work, you're not mistaken. It's pretty hard there. The row may not be the toughest part. The plank part of this may be the toughest part. 7 seconds left. Get a couple more here. All right. Woo! All right, now we have a lunge bicep. All right, so 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We grab our weight. We're going to hold a lunge stance, and we're going to hold a higher one. You know, show you a level. So if the lunge is too hard to get down there, stay up a little bit higher as you're doing that. All right. So if you want to really challenge, you kind of see if you can dip a little lower. As you're going to just roll those shoulders back. Chest out. So we're gonna do 1 minute on one arm and one leg. Oh boy, that'll be fun. These are supposed to be workouts. All right, so it's not supposed to be cakewalk time. All right, I shouldn't have mentioned cake in a workout video. Oh, it's gonna tempt some people. Andrew wants cake now. All right. Make sure you're not rocking around as you're doing this. Now, the cool thing about being a lunge stance, it prevents some of that rock around. You really don't have that for an option as much. Make sure you're on the heel of that front foot if you can there. Switch it up here. Chest out, and we're rowing. Sinking down nice and low. Get some burn. And again, if you can't get that low, stay at that slightly higher lunge stance. All right. It's about getting the best work that you can do. Posture is always number 1. All right. So if you don't think you have the posture in any of these, get a trainer. I know a couple of good ones. All right. Actually, no, at least like 6 really good ones, right? Everybody on staff. All right. Right in here. Shoulders back. abs in. Oh, it's starting to burn. Starting to burn. I got about 10 seconds left. Oh boy. Oh, it's getting tough. All right, now we have the dumbbell burpee. All right, so Andrew, you want to show it from the bench there? I'll show it from the floor. All right, so you set the dumbbell down, get to like a squat stance. Then you get your hands down, hop back, hop in, squat back down, set your posture well, come up and press. All right, and then you do the same thing, but you do the press on the other side. Andrew is using an elevated position on that. So that way, if you don't have like really great hip flexibility or you got issues with lower back, you're not gonna wanna bend down too far, because you bend down too far, you start to bend your back. All right, so you need to keep your chest out, butt out as you're doing this. We're almost done, Andrew. All right, we got it. Oh, shooting the guns at the end there. I like that one. All right, so 10-minute workout. If you only had one dumbbell, so like somebody stole your other one. Or maybe you're working out with a friend and all you got is 2 dumbbells, so you share them. All right, so, 1 second, those were good. So, 10-minute workout, share it. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have fun, be safe.